How's it going? And welcome back to another video of Turf Lab. Today we're going to be looking at some dollar spot that I've got in the front, and then we're going to kind of walk through how I identify it and then treat it. So a lot of these funguses, it is very hard to identify and treat, but we've had a lot of disease pressure down here, and I did put down some preventative azoxystrobin, but obviously that did not do the trick. So I do have one spot that turned into 3 spots, and I think it's now 4 spots total. So pretty characteristic of dollar spot, circular, all dead. And then in the early morning, if you go out there early enough, you can see some of the fungus, the little myceliums that are kind of growing across it. So just knowing that, I'm going to be using this Propiconazole 14.3, and this is by Quali Pro. So I'm going to be doing 1 to 2 ounces for treatment, just depending on how much pressure I have from disease. And so by pressure, I mean, are the conditions still happening? So they are. We've had lots of rain. It's been rainy for almost 3 weeks here in Northwest Arkansas, and they're continuing that way, it looks like, until at least Friday or Saturday, but just very humid. So we're going to be doing 2 ounces of this per 1,000 square feet on the affected areas. And hopefully that should take care of this, at least with the pressure that's going on as well. So I'm going to mow first, just to get a fresh cut on the lawn. And then after that, we'll get the Typhoon sprayer out and we'll go ahead and throw this down before we wrap up the video. So again, we'll do Propiconazole to treat this dollar spot, mixing at 2 ounces per 1,000 square feet in the sprayer and applying it. It will be safe for kids and pets after about 2 hours is usually what I would say. But it just needs to be dry. So I would say same thing with rain ready, usually about 2 hours. Dogs, pets, about 2 hours. So I'll take you along. Let's go get this mow done, and then let's throw this down. Quick show you guys the dollar spot before I mow or do anything here. First of all, the front yard is looking great. Overall, just phenomenal. But then you'll see as we get up in here, got a couple of the patches. It's kind of hard to see with the light. Turn like this. So that one there, and then now there's one here as well. So there's these dead circles. Could dig into them. One of the first things I was thinking when I first saw these was maybe one of the neighbor's dogs was peeing. You never know, right, when a spot shows up in the lawn. So I moved one of my cameras out here just to watch it. So these have been here for about a week. Well, 2 of them were. And there's been no new activity from any neighborhood animals or anything. So I'm leaning the route of fungus on this. And also I did put down azoxystrobin, which does not do much, if at all, for dollar spot. So that's all right. We'll get it mowed and we'll get it treated. So let's hit it. I just mowed the front real quick. Now I'm mixing up my 2 ounces per 1,000 for the front yard into the square. I always put half the water in and then the chemical, and then the other half just to help it mix up a little better. Go. I've walled these quick connects on the Typhoon. Up on our pressure. Yeah. All right, she is ready to spray. Another thing I love about the Typhoon is these back straps, the chest support. Clamping this on just feels so good. It's the sound of success. by dollar spot. This is one of the reasons why I love stripes, even with my push mower, because it makes it so much easier to spray and keep track of where you've been without using any dye. All right, so just got done spraying the Propiconazole, 2 ounces per 1,000. One of the big, I guess, the downfalls of dollar spot, of course, is that I'm going to have to reseed in those areas, but at least it will stop the dollar spot from spreading. And so as the humidity decreases, the heat picks up a little bit. It should, the conditions should become less ideal for dollar spot as well. So I shouldn't have to really worry about it too much longer. But with my mistake, I should have treated with Propiconazole instead of Azoxy when I did my fungal application, but I just kind of flipped a coin on which one to apply first, and I lost. So that's okay. Lesson learned now for Northwest Arkansas, especially with these long, humid springs with just so much rain. So I'm going to clean this out and then go ahead and just finish up mowing up the backyard. It is looking good back here with all this rain. I haven't seen any dollar spot or anything back here, so I don't think I'm going to spray the back because obviously the less amount of fungicide or the least amount of fungicide I can use, the better. But I am going to mow it though. It sure is looking good. All right, so we got the lawn all finished up, got our fungicide down. Thank you for joining me for another Turf Lab video. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.